How are we looking here? Is this starting to drop? It is absolutely not. Now, we've got two choices with this bus line. And I think that the best choice with this bus line is to straight up remove it. Because what's happening is you can see the gather points. So there's a gather point here, here, right? What we want is for these people to be using the metro instead. How much profit are you making from the metros? I set them to free, and that's part of the reason why they're getting so heavily used. I am tempted to set them to... I'm tempted to charge for them, but I also want people to use them. So here's what we're going to do in this section. So this bus line, which is this red one, which runs through... Like it run... Get out of the way. So it runs through the middle of Sterling Hills. When we had low traffic, it was fine. But then also connects out to all of these areas and loops around the world. It is a very long bus line. It has lots of people that want to get from here to, here, for example. And as a result, is super saturated. So what we're going to do is we're going to straight up bye-bye these. People are going to be upset momentarily, but we're re-kafoobling our public transportation. And we're going to do that by getting old Busserino, and we're going to have a straight loop inside the city centre. It's going to stop across the road from, or like right next door to, so which way can we do this? It's going to stop right next door to this, and this loop will just be internal to the city centre. I could also do this with a tram, but then that'd require me refitting the whole city centre. So we're going to go like every second block. We'll have a stop. We'll have one probably here as well. And we're going to have to link to there to complete it. So that's fine. So that's the inner city loop, and it's close enough to these two so that people will be able to get to and fro using Metro. Then down here, we're going to have a loop that works its way up through the hills to service all of these people and help them to get to the metro. So I have that go here and then stop there. Then we'll go down. Come on. There we go. And through the circle. So we did have one there before that I probably... Whoops. Remove that. Let's complete that line. Thank you. There we go. I did have one there before that probably didn't need to be deleted, but shit, I did anyway, so it's fine. Next, this guy can serve this area. I mean, people are probably going to, they're probably going to walk to the metro station, but just to make it easier, sometimes you got to look after passengers that may not be able to, they may not be as ambulatory as the rest of us. So it's relatively easy just to plop in a little bus loop for them so that they can go from the metro to wherever they need to be. Same goes Big Nose. We'll have one, I guess we want it on the same side as the metro station. And then, yep. And we'll offset on this side. It's probably too close, but it's fine. Just to super encourage people to use the metro. Now, what do we got down here? We've got one here and we've got one here. So let's feed this guy with a loop that starts, I guess, here. And then we'll sort of go around the outside to here. We're going to go here, which connects up nicely with that. And then we're going to come down into this neighborhood. Let's stick with this side. Hit these shops. Swing it around. Hit these shops. And this one. And then let's loop it back to... And we'll just go straight to there. Blam. It's crossing over the wrong way there, which is probably not great, but I'm sure it'll be fine initially. Now, in this neighborhood, we want... Ideally, we want to have a loop that... Oops. Where am I? I've gone the wrong way. We want to have a loop that goes around like this. To here. To the top end of Cherry Garden. Dips down into here and then connects back to there. And then I feel like it's going to be fairly low low volume, but one that wraps around the golf course. Just a couple of stops out here. And we'll avoid having a stop too close to the previous. That is too close to that, but that's fine. Complete. So there and there is a bit too close. But I don't want it too close to this stop. So how about if I... that's fine. Look, it's totally fine. So let's let that sim for a little bit. How are we looking now? $12.95 on the Metro. And are we keeping pace with what we are putting on? Yes. Metro line number... Oops, that's trams. Metro line number 1. How are we looking there? Yes. Keeping pace. On top of it. Bus lines. How are we looking? Right, that's a problem. So we still have 100 and something people pouring out of this this station, needing to go places. So we're going to have to amp up this 4, 5, 6, I think. It is going to take quite some time for this to calm down with just buses. That's a problem. Okay, so the number 3 line is a problem. The number 5 line is extremely bad over here. Where the heck is this? Wow. Wowie. That is insane. That is an insane amount of people waiting for a bus. Oh, man. So, are these people... Yeah, they are. They're straight up coming out of the metro and pouring into this bus stop. That is absolutely bonkers. Okay, number 5 line. You're going to need... You've already got 8. And that stop is loaded up with 200 and something people. I mean, I guess we're just, like... Go to 15. That's a lot of buses. That's a lot of traffic to be adding to the roads. Okay, let's carry on. How's this one looking? It looks okay. Okay, that's not too bad. We could do with like maybe 6. Empire Heights local. How are we looking? Fine, actually. So Empire Heights, low usage. I mean, there's still usage in there. Like, there's still half filling these buses. That's great. Murder Golf Park. This is probably going to be very low. It is fairly low. It is fairly low, and 5 is the correct number of buses there. Next. Briar Rose Sterling Hills. Terrible. Where's this? Yeah, down the bottom here. So, I am remiss to do this. Plan B. Sterling Hills needs a tram. Sterling Hills, like, that can't be a bus. There's just too many. And look, they're all stuck in traffic too. That's a problemo. So, it is bus time. Sorry, tram time for Sterling Hills. Which I'm reluctant to do, but it's going to have to. We kind of have to. Unless. So here's the alternative. Either I put a tram in to deal with the volume of people that are in here, or I just delete that line entirely and force people to walk. What do we think? Be a prick about it, or actually try to do something useful? I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure that 30 is the limit, unless just as many people, and then we go up into bus station, and then up into, additional. So could do a monorail through the middle of it, but they kind of suck. We've got tourist buses. Oh shit, I haven't done a postal service. Damn it. I could do taxis. Or ideally a metro loop. Because the tram holds, like, I think 60 people. Yeah, look. This is the problem. So the problem isn't that I've put the buses in the wrong location. The problem isn't that the problem isn't that I've selected to use buses. The problem is that the buses are slammed. Like, they can't. There's not enough, like, volume for them to get where they need to be. So here's what we do. This here bus line, bus lines. So what was it? Bryros? No. Was it number 3? What was this line? It was an orange line. It is this one. So we are going to, let's have a look again. Terrifying. Absolute. Look, there's 500 people waiting at one of these stops, and they're not getting moved anywhere because it's just straight up too busy. Was it this one? It keeps moving them around. Okay, so let's just delete that for now. And everyone downtown is going to be upset. And you know what? I'm sorry. It has to be this way. The next thing we're going to do is, let's have a look at my high volume roads here. No. Damn. What I really want is one of these funky small roads that has bus lanes. But nope. Apparently you can change the number of users per... Okay, cool. We can check that mod out later on, but I can't really install it just yet. Okay. So we need to rethink the traffic flow through this area. And this is the problem with building this as a really weird sort of... a weird design. So my single road with a bus lane, it doesn't show in there, huh? So let's see. Bus roads. Bus road with grass. Two-way bus. Large road with bus lanes. See, no, none of these really do the trick. If I were to use one of these, for example, yeah, it's a large road. Don't know why that's underground, but anyway, what I really, really want is a regular sized road with bus lanes. But I guess we won't be seeing that today. So that's a bit of a shame. What we're going to have to do is, well, first of all, let me just let that go. And let's see if people are going to walk instead. So we'll see people getting off here, and they're just pouring straight out and walking wherever they need to go. Brilliant. Do we just ignore this? Do we just, like, shrug and go, yep, no worries? Because I'm feeling like shrug and no worries is kind of where we're landing here. And then there is also the point that I hate buses. Living in Sydney really makes you just hate the fucking things with a passion. It is the worst way to get around. Hold up. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Okay. Let me think about this. Let's get... where are we? Let's get... Let's think about this. So if I want a double tram loop, right? So if we come around like this, we'll leave this main central road. Then this loop comes down here. This loop comes down here. We branch off this way. Off this way. Down. And... this way. So that's the main drag. And then we come down through this commercial section. Like this. We'll dodge the bottom like this. Cross the main road. And then back this way. Cross the main road. And then we want to link up like that. So we come out and up top, down, 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 down. We get a crissy-crossy here, but we can fix that with by controlling the way things join. Then we need a tram depot somewhere. Where? Tram depot. Can we... no. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Put it out here-ish. And then extend a road out to it. So if we grab this, bulldoze this. Pause. Boop. Blam. Straight. We'll just have that come straight out like this. Tram depot goes here. Perfect. Okay. No worries, Loco. Right, I will probably be winding up soon as well, honestly. Although, you know me, when I get a little bit obsessed, as I do frequently, I fall deep into focus zone, and I am right in focus zone fixing this problem right now. But thanks for hanging out, buddy. It's been good to hang out and chat to you today. I hope you have a lovely, lovely afternoon. Yes. Okay, here we go. Ready? Trams. Here. One per block. Here. Around the corner. Around the corner. Yep. Here. Yep. Yep. Loop it back. And we'll go on the top of each block here. Let's go next to this metro station, but a little ways away. A little ways away. And then we'll bring it around to here, into here, down the back here. So they're not actually crossing each other. And then there. And then connect there. Actually, I'm just going to move this one over a little bit. And that should do the trick. Now, the other thing that I need to do is this here intersection is currently not functioning correctly. So I'm just going to turn this into a traffic light. And anywhere the tram line crosses the main road, that needs to be a traffic light so that we don't run the risk of the main road and the tram blocking each other. And there. Okay. Engage. The trams are off and running. So let's have a look now at our... That's the wrong one. Let's have a look at our trams, which is this. So there are 15 stops. We currently have 4 vehicles and at the moment only 4 passengers, but I anticipate that that is going to ramp up rather rapidly. These trams carry 90 passengers, so it is 3 times more efficient than using buses, which is perfect. And I can already see that that's going to need to be probably about there. Okay. That's a nice tram loop. I am pretty happy with that. I suppose I could have gone this way, but that would have meant running along the main road, and I'm not willing to do that in this section of town. We should cross the main traffic road at all costs. Right. So, how are we doing? 68 per week. We're up to almost 1,400 metro riders per week and 693 on the buses. Number 5 line is still looking like it's a problem. Yep. And it is this stop here, which is the one that's right next to the metro, obviously. And it's servicing this whole area with 15 vehicles, which is, yeah, pretty bonkers. Island Express. Gaming, Marcus, oh, hello. Welcome. I'm sure I've seen you before, Marcusy. Marcus YT1. Yeah, because Marcus YouTube 1. I got it. I'm pretty quick, you know. Welcome aboard. We're doing some public transportation recafoobling. And at the moment, it's not going well. We're having a wee bit of Mushroom TV. Hello. Welcome aboard, and thank you for the raid. Do you have the Natural Disasters DLC? I most certainly do, along with every other DLC, every other content pack, and everything that has ever been produced for this game, plus a bunch of mods, just for good measure. Just to spicy it up a little bit. As you can hear, it sounds like there is a thunderstorm cracking on in the background. Not a thunderstorm though, just a regular thunderstorm. Not a, please go and fix all of your shit. Well, a random tsunami just destroyed this. Don't joke. That is absolutely what happens to me on a regular basis when playing this game. There have been plenty of times where we've spent weeks, because I only stream on Sundays. At the moment, been thinking about doing a little bit more, but there have been times where we've built massive, beautiful cities, and then like category 10 tsunamis just go and wipe the entire place off the face of the earth, which feels bad, man. But hey, that's part of playing with natural disasters turned on, right? And quite frankly, sometimes I think you need that. Sometimes I think that natural disasters are great to make you go, all right, well, either A, my entire city has been decimated. Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, either you go, shit, my city's dead, I give up, let's start something new, or you go, shit, my city's been decimated, we can rebuild, we have the technology. So it's either makes you realize that it's time to give up, or makes you realize that it's time to try harder. And I love being a tryhard. So, where are we? How are we doing here? Look at this. Look at this. Lovely tram. 52 people on board. Rebuilding is definitely most of the time what I do, but it depends. If it's on stream, it depends how late into the stream it is. A lot of the time it is the tail end of the stream, and it's a nice sort of point to go, oh, actually, I've been streaming for 6 hours now. It's probably time to do the thing. I have a thing? Disasters? This? No? It'll be fine. I've lost a bit of power here. Let's get that reconnected. There we go. Have we lost any other power from that thunderstorm? Survey says no. We're looking good. My cemetery's full though. That's a bit of a shame. To be expected. When people die, they got to go somewhere. Anyway, hey, I just want to quickly... Wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But... oh, that feels better. Much better. Having little blobs of just blank grass just triggers me for some reason. And let's have some trees in this park here as well. There we go. A bit more there. A couple more around the train tracks. Zippity-doo. Da. And yes. Down here? Why not? Okay. That looks better. Now, sorry, I want to get back to my trams. 428 passengers per week already off one line with 15 stops. And are we dealing with the load? We are. Quite nicely, actually. I think that's now done the thing. It's just the 1-2 punch, huh? 8.5 earthquake and a 4.8 tsunami. Yeah, that's chunky, man. I'm sorry. That is a fairly brutal thing to happen. I have had it before. But what do? You know? You just got to enjoy that shit. You just got to enjoy when that sort of thing happens and gives you a chance to go, right, let's fix this. Oh, wait, everyone's dead. Oh, wait. Actually, that's usually for me, when I go, okay, I can't, you know, when a disaster is bad enough and it kills everyone, that's when I'm like, okay, this city is done for. Though, you know, usually you've got a buffer of money that you can use. Okay. What else are we going to do? So we've got our hillside looking lovely here. The park. We did get some additional bits and bobs for the park, which is in here, where it's always been. What do we got? The hunting cabins. We can't do the fishing cabins because there's no lake up here, but we can do a couple of hunting cabins. I mean, I'm not super thrilled about people hunting in this park, but, you know, whatever goats you float. And there's our bouldering site, which is the last missing piece, and we'll have one of those down here. And, you know what? Let's have one up here. No. No. No, go away. We don't want that. Okay, good. So, that should now... Actually, that should become a 5-star park. It is a 5-star park. Of course, that's when you get the bouldering thingy. Right, so, Vermont Peak looking great. Vermont Valley being serviced quite nicely. It doesn't look like there's any huge bussy problems here. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. It does seem that we're getting through it, though. So, you know, it's not too bad. How else are we looking? Empire Heights, how are your buses performing? That's a fair few people. I mean, I could look at this in the in the public transportation window, but here we are. And then over in this neck of the woods, yeah. So this area is still fairly problematic. And I think the only way that we can really get on top of this is by throwing more and more buses. Or, alternatively, I could separate it. Because at the moment, the line that's servicing this area, let's see, Abuses. And I believe that is Island Express. It is. So if we look at this pup, we can see that there's a stop here next to the metro station, which is getting pretty slammed by people pouring out of the metro. So we could max this out, or alternatively, you know what, here's what we should do. Let's take this down to 10. Clear that. And let's go ahead and do another line in the opposite direction for this area. So we'll have it starts... hello? Let's try that again. So, we'll have... Am I... Oh. Bless. Okay, so let's try that again. We're going to have it go around this way this time. We'll just have it stop on the opposite side of the road, because there will be people that, yep, boom, and boom, and, I mean, the other thing I could have conceivably done would have been to, hello. The other thing that I could have conceivably done is to separate this island into its own line, and then have the main sort of area over the other side of the river on another. But let's try that. And so this new light blue line, which is the number 8 line, which we're going to call Island Reverse. Okay, so Island Reverse, 8 vehicles. Let's start with 8, and we'll see how we do. We can already see that we've got people piling up, which is great. What we might just quickly do, and one of my favorite things to do, is if we grab one of these and we upgrade just this section here, for example, then that gives us a crossing a little closer than the intersection. And it means that people can come out of here and just cross over and get to this bus stop. And we're still getting hammered. I think the problem that we're facing here is that by adding more bus capacity, people are deciding to use the buses more, potentially. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. But, yeah, we suddenly went from 1 completely full bus stop to 2 completely full bus stops. I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to walk away from that for the time being. Oh, hello. That's a bit of a problem. And that's not the first time that's happened. How are we doing for fire coverage out here? Well, we've got a fire tower there because of the hack that we found. But I think it's probably time that we had some closer fire coverage for this area. Because it keeps getting on fire. We probably also made a bit of a boo-boo by moving the fire helicopter depot over here. Because they're going to have to come to here to get water, and then fly, fucking hell. They're going to have to fly all the way across to here, and then all the way back to get water and zip-a-doo-dah. We've also got a fire here, which is a bit of a problem. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. Might be worthwhile having another fire helicopter depot out here. What do you say? Like boom. Right there. Which will probably need some water. It's okay, but we'll just extend that for the sake of it. And it will definitely need some electricity. And with any luck, it will start providing a bit more coverage in this area than this one. I mean, this one's fine for this area. It's great. But yeah, a bit more direct coverage up here is probably called for. And here. That's a problem. Are we seeing any traffic issues in this neck of the woods? No. We're looking okay. Okay. Bit of a stretch. Bit of a stretch. Okay. Well, where are we? 5.5 hours of streaming time. And we have... What did we have before? We had this area here. We had the golf course. And like this section down here. So today, we've added this section on the hill. Gaming Marcus, thank you for the follow, my friend. Every Sunday I stream. Oh, and if you'd like to check out this map, which I highly recommend, this is actually from the store, or the workshop, I should say. It starts you off with a hydro dam, so it's a little bit cheaty. Starts off with a hydro dam, and there's some water pumps in there as well. There is also some sewage treatment, but I have no idea where it is. And then there's also some stuff off over there. Like the detail that has gone into this map, like even into, have a look at this roundabout. This was all here when I arrived. No, not tomorrow. So I stream, so it's, for me it's Sunday right now. So I stream every Sunday from about 11 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. It's on my schedule. But yeah. Usually just stream once a week. I've been thinking about doing a little bit more streaming during the week, but the other thing I've also been thinking about doing a little bit more is actually YouTube stuff, which I decided to take a little break, and that was almost a year ago. So, you know, it's probably something I should get back into at some point, or maybe it's time to consider that, you know, maybe that's dead now and I should just stream for a couple of hours every morning, which would also be fine. Yeah, we did this. I want to fill in this section here. I want more low density all through here. And then across the train tracks, we're going to have like a slum town out the back here. Yeah. All 1 square houses where it's like no education, like school's out, keep them suppressed. Oh, that'll be fun. It's ArcAstro, youtube.com/ArcAstro. Because, yeah, I got my YouTube account in like 2006. And so I still have like Astro as my vanity domain. I didn't need to get a special one. It worked out nicely. But yeah, haven't posted there since like December. Oh. Boom. Or can I do... Did I make a thing for this where it was like links? No. Okay, I did not. I probably should. Or maybe it was... It was also not that. It's something. It's something. Anyway. It is time for me to toddle on my merry way. Friends, thank you for hanging out with me today. I will let you go. Please enjoy the wonderful musics of young Mr. Jeffer, which will see you off into the evening or afternoon or morning or whatever the case may be. And yeah, hope you all have a lovely one. It was absolutely my pleasure. Oh, actually, hold up. Here's something that I am going to do. So normally, at the end of a stream, I would play Jeff's music and, you know, let the chat pop up and let everyone, you know, sort of say goodbye to each other and that sort of thing. How about, instead of this, if we do let's do a raid. Let's find someone else that's playing cities. Don't know what that was. Not really happy that that auto played. So, let's see. Is there anyone here that I recognize? Nope. Nope. Don't know any of these people. How about we go for Mr. Ruffio with 19 current viewers and watch as I build a mega city, English anxiety chilled. That sounds like fun. Let's do that. We're gonna do a raid. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging out. Let's slide over and see what Mr. Rufio has to offer. Mwah. See you next time.